Hello. What is everybody doing? All zero people that are now not watching. I'll give it like a minute before I start, but hello everybody. I keep on forgetting I need to look over here and not over here because I'm so used to watching myself. Oh. Anyways, okay, look right there. Look right away there. So, welcome everyone to another week of Leslie's Corner. I guess this is going to be like a weekly thing now, so I'm told, because everybody loves it. And I'm so glad to share a little bit of just my thoughts with you as a weekly encouragement, wisdom, just little tidbits of information that I have learned in my 33 years on earth. And I'm just going to go ahead and apologize now because even though they're being extremely quiet, the dogs may start barking at any moment because I think someone is doing something outside as far as yard work goes, or who knows. Anyways, so funny story, our neighbor, Mr. Glenn is his name, which for the longest time, Daniel and I weren't 100% sure that was his name. We thought it might have been like a name we just made up for him, because Daniel had met him when we first moved into this house back in June of 2009. And so I never officially met our neighbors. And so Daniel met him and he couldn't remember his name. So fast forward to after we got Paisley and brought her home, he was out one day and came over to, see Paisley and I guess reintroduce himself because we're such great neighbors that we don't ever socialize or talk to them. So, and then he reintroduced himself. And his last name is Glenn, so we've been calling him the correct name all these years, Mr. Glenn. But Mr. Glenn, he likes to get up super early in the morning on the weekday and do his yard work, and Paisley's room is on the same side of the house where Mr. Glenn's house is. So thank you, Mr. Glenn. I'm just going to shout out to you. Thank you for all of those early mornings when you've been out there doing yard work, and we really had no reason to wake up then, especially on Monday mornings before 8 o'clock. Those are always great. Mom, you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, she loves Mr. Glenn. So, anyways, that was a little funny story for y'all. Probably not that funny. But the title of today's YouTube is Practice What You Preach, because last week I was talking about 1 Peter 5:7, cast all of your anxieties upon him, for he cares for you. And I go into this long spiel about giving all your cares and your worries over to him because he's in control. Well, guess what happened? So actually that day I got to have my own experience with 1 Peter 5:7, and just going back a couple of vlogs, Daniel mentioned in one of our vlogs that we were going to have a big announcement within the upcoming month. Well, I'm here to tell you what the announcement was going to be. So everybody, this is a Todd's vlog announcement right here, and if this vlog was edited, we would have some kind of little saying the Todd announcement, breaking news. So the news was that I had applied for a full-time job. And, anyways, not to go into a whole lot of detail at this point in time, because that's really not important at this moment, but we felt like God had lined everything up perfectly for this season for me to go back to work full time. Some of you may know I work part time in the evenings and on some weekends, but since Paisley was in school now, and she could go to the aftercare at her school, and it was just going to be great. It was going to be exactly what God wanted. Everything lined up perfectly, and it was for a job that I don't have a lot of work experience in, but I felt like with the season of life I'm in now, I would be a good candidate for it, and I thought I would do a really good job. So anyways, long story short, I got a call last Wednesday afternoon, and my application did not go through. So I was really, really upset about it. Super upset. And so, anyways, the only thing that I could think about was in that moment, like once I got past the, God, why? Because our life was leading up to this moment for me to go back to work and with Paisley in school, and it was the right time. So, after I had my cry session and asking God why, I thought back to earlier in the day when I sat down and I'm sharing my heart about casting all of your cares and burdens and anxieties on Him. And I was like, well, God, that was kind of like a little slap in the face. Like, if you're going to be telling people about this kind of stuff, then you need to, live it, Leslie. And so I did. And I spent the rest of the day kind of grieving. Now, obviously, I got the news, right before I was supposed to go into work, so that was awesome. So I had to, hurry and shed my tears. And then, and then just go into work. And so, anyways, I say all that to say that I feel like it's okay to, when things don't go your way and you have those moments of you feel like God's leading you in a certain direction, and then you come to find out He's not, and He kind of closes that door. It's okay. I'm just going to tell you, it's okay to have that grieving process, that time of where you need to kind of release whatever negative feelings you have. But I also think that while you're doing that, and once you're done doing that, you need to always remember, always go back to the one who is in control. Because we don't know the big picture. We think we know the big picture. I think I know the big picture. I think I know what's good for my life because, hello, God, it's me. I know me. I know what's going on in my life. But then I'm like, oh, yeah, He created me. He is the one who made me who I am. So, as I was thinking about what I was going to share last night, and exactly what verse I would share, because I think it's really important too that when we have this time together that I always try to share a verse with you, so that way we're both living, these times together in accordance to His Word. So, a verse that came to my mind about this is when we're feeling out of control, we feel like we know what's best for our lives, and then God closes a door, makes us turn down a different road, just does whatever He needs to do to get our attention and put us back on the right path. This is the two verses that came to my mind. I have not memorized these, so bear with me as I read them to you. It's Isaiah 55, 8 and 9. You may be familiar with these verses, but they are, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." I don't know, that those verses really hit hard with me in this situation, because in those times when I feel like we're on the right path, we have everything planned out how we want it to be planned out, but God's like, no, you may think you know what's best for you, but I know what's best for you. And as a Christian, as a follower of Christ, I have not seen once in this book where He tells us that we need to understand what He's doing. I have never once seen that. God doesn't require us to understand what He's doing in our life, in the world, in our family's lives. He doesn't require that. What He requires of us is to, number one, trust Him and obey Him. Those are the two things. So if something's going on in your life that you're unsure about, and you're praying about it, and you're asking God, reveal your answer for me, reveal your next step for me, and you're not understanding the clues or, the signs, or who knows, He may not even, necessarily be giving you a sign or telling you which way to go right now. Just know that in that uncertainty, that's exactly where He wants you to be, because it's in those moments where He is teaching you to trust Him fully and to obey Him. So don't ever feel like in those moments that God's being silent, He's not listening, because He is. He hears everything that you are saying to Him. And what He wants from you is to trust Him and obey Him. So, anyways, I say that to say that I feel really good about where I am currently with not having a full-time job now, like I thought I was supposed to have. But, that's not going to stop me from trying to find one. And when the time is right, it'll be right. But right now, I feel like in this season of life that I can dedicate myself more to Paisley School. And actually, this past Friday, when we dropped off Paisley at preschool, I got pulled aside and was introduced to another room mom, because I had volunteered to be a room mom for Paisley's classroom. So it was like God was telling me, even though you don't have a full-time job, you're still needed. And you're needed at Paisley School. So I'm so excited to be a room mom. So weird. I feel so old. I feel like my mom, Sherry Brindley, anyways, doing room mom stuff. But anyways, God has a plan. He has a purpose. All you have to do is trust and obey. His thoughts are higher than ours. And I am so thankful for that. But anyways, I want to say thank you for watching, and press that subscribe button wherever it is. Subscribe, because the only way you're going to know that I go live is if you subscribe and you get a notification somehow from it. Anyways, so press that, and if you like this, give me a thumbs up, and I'll keep doing them. And I look forward to next week, Wednesday, 8 a.m. Central Time. I will see you here in Leslie's Corner. Anyways, y'all have a great day, and I will talk to y'all soon. All right, bye.